Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'd like to do a 5-minute video in a segment I'd like to call Space Rants, where I go and just look at random Google search histories, short little articles that I think are kind of interesting, and then just give you my take and some ideas based on just the headlines I read. So today let's start off with the most awesome bit of news and the most kind of news that makes you go, oh, that's cool. And that is NASA's Mars rover, the Perseverance rover, which I did a reaction video to a couple of months ago when I covered the landing. And what did this little rover that did? Well, it just took one of the sweetest extraterrestrial selfies ever. Hope you're right, NASA. And let's take a look. Here you go. It just took a selfie. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. If we ever do find alien life, the one thing that will spread faster to them than any bit of culture is a selfie. Selfies will become popular all across the galaxy and will spread faster through a galaxy than a California wildfire. And let's read the little caption here that says, "Oh hey, didn't see you there. NASA JPL Caltech." That is cute. Thank you very much, NASA, for being awesome and showing us that science and technology really is cool. Look at this rover. Look at just doing all of it, all that it can on the top of the Martian surface. Now, secretly, it is my hope that if we do encounter alien life, I hope that is not the rover that does so, where it trips and falls into a trove of ancient, advanced Martian technologies and becomes sentient and self-aware, and then just looks back upon itself and how we made it do this thing we call a selfie and becomes so ashamed at advanced AI and comes back to our world and turns it into the world of the Matrix. Hopefully that does not happen to us. So let us look at other things that I think are interesting. So if you go into Google searches, go to news and type in the word aliens, you will find a trove of the most interesting articles that you will ever find or lay your eyes upon. Now, one of these I talked about just recently, and this is the James Webb Space Telescope, which is gonna go out there, probe the inner reaches of the galaxy, and we are gonna find some of those aliens. We're gonna find some of those alien cheeks, and we're gonna come and clap those. That's right. The galaxy better watch out. And then there are other kind of interesting articles that almost made me click, but I kind of held back for that. I just did not want to read or spend that much time, but reading is still good. But some of them are interesting nonetheless. For example, one is talking about how most alien civilizations risk fueling global warming on their planets. Now, I don't know how you'd substantiate that or what you could do, but it is an interesting development because if we do find alien civilizations, it brings up an important thought. At what level of development do we find them in? And if we find them at an advanced level of development similar to our own, do we find them polluting their atmosphere just like we are, to a noticeable effect where we go, oh man, we're not the only ones. So we pat ourselves in the back and go back to business as usual. Although I don't think that's exactly what would happen. For discovering alien life, I think, would move humanity in such a groundbreaking, ground-shaking, incredible way that I'll have to do just a whole separate video talking about this topic. Just what I think would happen, like, because I said, like, the probability or the possibility of finding alien life at any stage of development will just completely shift our perception of the universe in monumental ways, because then we'll know that, hey, even if we find microbial life, the potential for it to develop into something greater, it becomes insane, especially if we find that life here in our solar system. But then another interesting article here talks about how former CIA director says he hopes we can be friendly with the aliens. I hope so too, my friend. I hope so too, because if we are not friendly with the aliens, then boy, do we better prepare, the problems of the Earth will seem very minor in comparison, which is why I hope that the little rover that we can doesn't grow its sense of consciousness. We shall not fear the rover. Of course, that's just me being cringe, so leave it up to that. But anyway, so these are the top line articles. I did cover this one. I did also talk about Michio Kaku, who had an interesting quote, and, said he's hoping that we don't find alien life, or at least we don't stumble across accidentally on an alien life that is more advanced than us. And by more advanced, I don't mean substantially more advanced than us, because I think there's a point in which alien life would be disinterested in us if they are too sufficiently advanced, but not quite so advanced over us that they would be interested, because it said any sufficiently advanced alien civilization with ample technologies and the means to at least travel beyond their solar system, but not quite yet to the depths and reaches of the galaxy, would definitely be interested in us. For any alien civilization that can travel outside the galaxy would not, for we would be a tiny speck of dust. So anyway, thank you for listening. This has just been my 5-minute take. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Once again, I love all of you, and I will talk to you later.